Alex and I'm here in my kitchen. I'm going to do some welding today on Mr. Jenkins, but I need to go to the shop first and get some new belts for my belt sander because the ones I bought were too big. Oops. So I'm going to take one of the old ones with me so I can make sure I get the right size. Because I couldn't see anywhere that told me what size I needed, so I'll take an old one in as a measurement thing. I'm good at doing that. First of all, I've got to have something to eat. Now, I'm a bit upset because I was going to have a fried egg sandwich. But Raimi has left me with one egg. So I'm going to fry up the one egg and I'm just going to use one bit of bread and make half a sandwich. That'll do for now. I'm pretty rubbish at cracking eggs. I bet the yolk breaks. Oh, it didn't break. Hallelujah. That looks like a good egg. It does annoy me when people don't butter bread to the edges. You've got to go right to the edge. Completely. Oh, my egg's spitting. Get to every little edge there. Why are you watching this? This is what I want to know. Don't worry, I'll get out to the car in a bit. There we go. Nice. Proper butter. How are we doing, Mr. Egg? Not stuck to the pan. That's jolly good. I think I put way too much oil in the pan. But it's olive oil, so healthy. The Italians keep looking young on it, don't they? Here comes the oily egg. Don't worry, she's still runny. Look. But not obsessively runny. Not enough for me to wear it. Look at that. Bit of salt and pepper, I reckon. Now, if Graham's watching this, my friend, he'll know that this is weird. Because when he goes and buys me an egg sandwich from the burger van, he knows that I always ask for 3 eggs. Triple egg sandwich. But today I have 1 egg. So I'll have to just make do. At least the bread's fresh. Something about white bread. Thought I just dropped some yolk then. Something about white bread. While you're eating it, have some tea and it just soaks it up. That's nice. Smells of eggs in here. I didn't take you with me to home base because it just would have been a bit awkward. So I've got some very expensive sanding belts, 60 grit I've gone for because they were the cheapest. Oh, looking down there, there we go. Yeah, that's all they stocked in home base was Stanley. Bloody expensive, but instead of £7 for a pack, I got these for £5 a pack. I got those, and I got a new wire brush thing because my one looks really rubbish. And then in the shop they had this stuff that seems to be replacing hammerite. It's called Rust-Oleum. It says trusted quality since 1921. And I managed to get Peggy colour. Now Peggy's boot gets a lot of damp in it. Peggy's the Austin Allegra, by the way. Peggy gets a lot of damp in the boot if I leave her out in the rain. And there's a little bit of surface rust appearing on the sort of lower rear valance on the inside. So I'm going to wire brush that off one day and use this. This is, it looks like you can put it directly onto metal. It doesn't say anything about using primer. Stops rust and stains. Seals up porous surfaces. Okay, we'll give that a go one day. But I couldn't resist it. It just looks just like Peggy's colour. Anyway, let's get out in the garage. Obviously, can't go out in the garage without a cup of tea. Now, I don't know if some of you eagle-eyed people have seen my cup. The inside piece is a plastic beaker. So it's just a bit safer, I guess, in the garage. I can put that in to make my cup of tea. The mug itself is a clear mug, plastic. And you can put whatever you want in there. You can put photos in there. You don't have to put anything in there. For my stepdad's got these bits of paper that you can put in there. And you can write on it what you want. So I bought this stamper, and I'm not going to show you too much. I bought this stamper and I just stamped loads of rude words on the bit of paper. So yeah, it just entertains me when I'm in the garage. I mean, especially if I get annoyed with something, I can just look at one of those silly words I've put on there. Disgusting, isn't it? And I'm a bit strange when I make my tea. I like to stir it around a little bit. And I always like to, for some reason, squeeze the bag 3 times. And always I'll sing in my head once, and then give it a little stir, and then go twice, give it another little stir, and then I'll go 3 times a tea bag. There we go. And then when I pour the milk in, I go, and I love, and I check it, and it's never enough, so I go, you. And that's normally good. And if it still needs a bit more milk, I'll go, I love you. And just a little dribble. There you go. Perfect tea. Here we are in the garage. I can't remember if I showed you this in the other video. I think I did. Still a bit more to clean around the square piece. Looks like there's some filler in there for some reason. But I've got my new belts for my sander, so I'm going to use that for doing that job. The welder's back from my dad. Ugh, yeah, let's not look at those holes. Oh yeah, that was another thing I was going to tell you. I have gas. I have a massive roll of welding wire, which is very heavy. And just a small little bottle of gas that my friend Graham gave me to use. So I can use that for a bit. Obviously I'm going to need more than that, but I'm going to carry on going gasless for a bit, mainly to use up the reel, because I don't think there's much left on it. Once the reel's used up, just realised that looks like a face, doesn't it? Once the gasless reel is used up, then I'll fit this gas reel, the one that hasn't got the flux in it, and then use the gas, or try to. There's an old 90s, I think late 90s, early 2000s dance track, and she sings, "It's time to burn," and then it goes do 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 do. So I keep having that in my head. It's time to burn. It's time to burn. It's actually time to make templates, but there you go. It's time to template. Now I'm going to do the old square-a-rooney back here. It's time to burn. That's not burny. See, I like doing the welding and the cutting jobs in this weather because it's raining and it's a little bit cold. So that to me tells me my neighbours are not going to be sat out in the garden enjoying themselves, and they're not going to have the doors and windows open. So they're all double glazed and entombed in their little bungalows around me. So that means they won't really hear me making noise. I always feel guilty using the grinder and the drill and everything when it's a lovely sunny day, because you can guarantee I'm ruining their garden time, you know. So, and of course I'm in the garage, so the weather's not bothering me in here. Obviously when it comes to the painting stage, we want some nice weather, because otherwise the paint might go funny if it doesn't dry properly. It's time to burn. Yeah, that looks good, that looks good. I think this is my plate done here. That is plate number 1. Might as well sit and make templates for the majority of them, really, while I'm down here. Oh, making all these templates, that makes me feel like I'm a child again. Yeah, I just made this long one here. It's going to sit there. There we go. Sit behind. Weld onto that, weld onto that. So it will be sticking like that. Something like that, anyway. That's that one. We got, what else have I got? A little square. Oh god. Little square's going to go in there. Cover up that one. We've got one here. I'm going to cut that. I'm going to have to try and butt weld that in because that's got to be flat, because that channeling's got to go on there. And then I've got a little one here, my favourite, just to in there. I've really smashed this, and that's not a hole. So rust killer and a bit of seam sealer on that one, I think. Not gonna touch this yet. I'm concentrating on this little area here first. So I've just got a couple more templates to make for the inside, and I'll be going and cutting out the metal. Alright, templates cut. I know some of you said, oh, don't bother doing the little repair panels, but this is how I roll. I ain't going to be replacing this whole wheel arch. I could cut all of that out, but no, sod it. I'm just going to put a square in there like I did the other side, plate in there, Bob's your uncle. That'll do. I bet it will outlast me. So here's my repair panel. I've just bent it in the vise. It will need trimming, I'm sure, so I'm just having a look now. This pops of thread here. What on earth? Go away. It's like a bloody spider web. So we'll just see how much trimming this will need. Let's have a look. I reckon a little bit off that edge. Where's my new tin snips? I wonder if that will do that job. Okay, let's have a go. Oh yeah. Oh. Close your eyes because it might flick off. That cut nice. That was nice. Oh, that's better. So that's that panel in there. I'm just going to clean up this area a bit better so we can then weld it in. I do like my belt sander. It really gets into all these places. You just couldn't get a grinder in there nice. Right, as I've been singing in my song, it's time to burn. Wow, not literally. I think I've got good enough earth over here. Fingers crossed. Okay. Metal is clean. I think we're ready. And we're still gasless at this stage. Ooh. So what I've done there is I've done 3 spots of weld to sort of hold it in place. So hopefully I can take the magnet away now, which I've got on the other side. Hopefully I haven't welded the magnet to the thing. No, we're good. Looks like we've got penetration through there. Good, good, good. The old brush. Okay, check the other side. Oh, looks good, but I think that one needs old Steve. Oh, come on, Steve. Just to give that good corner clamp. Oh, yeah. That's good. Oh, good old Steve. Right, do some more. I wondered what happened just then. The welder's run out of wire. It's time to get on the gas. I'm just trying to get to grips with this welder and how it works and what I need to do. So I thought it had run out of wire, but there's still a bit left on there, which is a bit annoying. But I've hooked up the gas bottle now. I'll show you. That's awkward. It's easier if I bring you down. So there's my gas bottle, and I've plumbed it in. Now, when using gas, it says on the diagram here, you have to swap these over. So when you're not using gas, you have that one there and that one there. So I'll swap them. Now I've got to remember as well, put my nozzle back on because that's for gas welding. I'm going to fit this big reel, or at least try to. Should be interesting. This welding wire is unbelievably heavy. Oh, look, it's a copper colour, whereas the one we were using for gasless was silver. Okay, so looks like that's the starting piece there. Got to be careful it doesn't all unravel. So I think this piece goes on here, perhaps. No, that must go on first. Okay. Hang on a minute. go that way for a good feed. And that's got to go on. Whereas we didn't need that on the small thingamabob. And then that goes there to hold that on. There we go. Oh, it's a bit wobbly. Oh, I feel like I've missed something. It shouldn't be wobbly like that. Sometimes I wonder if my brain really works. I was putting it on that way, but it's actually that way. Ah dear. Come on, Alex. Wakey, wakey. That's better, isn't it? Oh dear. Okay, so now wire goes through. Hang on, let's snip that bent piece off. We've got a nice straight piece to go in. Is this little machine going to cope with this? Now I wonder if I lock this down now. I wonder if I pop the power on, will it feed it through the torch itself? Something's happening. It's turning. Very slowly. Probably because that thing weighs a ton. Should we loosen it a bit? Well, I think it's pulling the cable through. I'm still waiting over here. I'm waiting to see if it pops out of here. It hasn't come out yet. Hope I'm doing this the right way. I just realised I can turn the wire speed up on the welder. There it is. Gas is on. I've got some practice metal here. So let's see what I can do. I hope I've got enough gas going on. The wire speed is pathetic. That was my fault. Wow, I'm a fucking genius. That looks a nice weld. Alright, I welded slightly in the wrong place. Right, that's just practice. Let's get the earth off. Get the more grips off. Yeah, okay. I welded in the wrong place, that's fine, but that's not bad going. It's a good start. Whoa. Now we're cooking on gas. Let's have a look. Look at that penetration. Those two bits of metal are not coming apart. That is nice. What do you think of that? Maybe a little bit less wire? Let's have one more Let's have one more practice. Let's try and weld on the other side. Let's earth it up. Right, brush it up. Don't need more grips now. Yes, I just white brushed my shoe. That's fine, these are garage shoes. Okay. Where was I welding? Up there. If I can do this to get you so you can see it. So I'm going to go a little bit less on the wire, I think. Let's put it down to number 4. I think that's how it works anyway. Let's have a look. Looks good, a lot of penetration. Yeah, loads of penetration. Okay. I hope you can see this. If you can. Whether you want to see it or not. Let's try turning that one up a bit. See what that does. Not as good penetration with that. That one can go back down, and then that one possibly down a little bit. Okay, let's just try and error to get a nice thing. How about up here? A nice sort of slip. Blobbed out a bit too much there. Nice penetration again though. So this is the settings. I've got the welder on. I have no idea if I'm doing the right thing, but it looks good. Certainly less messier than gasless. Well, I'm not gonna lie, but that looks pretty shit. And I blew a hole there. That hole was not there before. This is where people are right, where they said, you know, cut out more than you're going to weld. Because, as you can see, the metal must be thin there. So I'm going to put the plate on the other side now, and we'll see how we can do with it there. I obviously need more practice. Right, see what I can do with this one. Come on, Alex, you can do this. Fine. I just went and got my water spray just in case we have fire. Messy. What am I doing wrong? Look at all the smoke. Can't see any flames. That's better. I just have this small issue of being on fire. No, we're okay, it's just smoke. It's old black soil from underneath burning off. Yeah, not the best. smoking. So let's have a look at that. What does that look like to me? That looks like maybe not enough white, or maybe too much. I'm making a right mess over it, but I think I'm winning. So there's my attempt at a plate on this side. I've just used my belt sander and tidied it up a bit, so a bit of seam sealer and some purple hammerite, and that will disappear. Oh, and also, did you notice the little hole that was here? I filled it full of Weld and sanded it down, so it's gone. Right, I've just got back from the welding supplies shop. Very helpful man. Can't remember his name. Sorry. Target Tools in Gloucester, Innsworth. Very helpful. He managed to talk me into buying a bigger bottle of gas, because the little one I had, well, didn't last very long. Pretty useful, pretty useless. There's the little one. So now we got this one, bit bigger, but it's a little bit too heavy for me, so I've roped in some muscles. He's just come back from the gym, so very handy. There we are. Like it weighs nothing. And I've got this nice regulator in here. Where is it? Here he is. So I actually know how much gas is in there and how much is sort of coming out, if you know what I mean. So that's pretty cool. And I've got the right fitting for the pipe for my, oh, I say my welder, it's Graham's, but there we are. Exciting times. I've got to figure out what I'm doing with all this now. I'm such a novice. Okay, so that goes in there. And this goes in here. Oh, flipping heck. This thing's huge. What size is that? I wonder if my adjustable will go wide enough. It won't. Don't tell me I haven't got a spanner that fits this. God. I can't believe it's come to this. This is savage. Okay, so by rights, if I put that on, boof, that tells me how much is in there. That's cool. Right, let's get it near the welder. It's a bit heavy for my delicate back, so I'm having to sort of just slide it along. Whoa, check me out. I'm like a semi-professional. There was just enough pipe to reach up. I rang the guy, I said, can I use this if I lie it on its side? And he said, yeah, but you know, you risk damaging your regulator. So thankfully I had just enough hose. That's on there solid. Right, so back to business. Oh, excuse me. It's quite cramped under here, but hopefully you can see that's how I'm utilising these cutty things I bought the other day. They're just quite handy for this sort of thing. Let's just see what that's like. It's just not sitting quite right. Something like that, isn't it? Yeah, I reckon I'll weld up here. I'll hold that with a magnet, I think. Might trim it a bit more actually. Oh, trial and error. Well, it looks very shitty, but it's gone all the way through. There's a little bit there, I could probably put a bit more weld on, but it's welded. I mean, this is all a bit messy because that was just like little pinprick holes that I filled in, and this all started to blow through. Silly really. You can buy these splash panels, I think, as repair panels, and realistically I should have just bought one, but I'm happy with that. You can drill holes in that and you can fit a mud flap, so can't be that bad. Well, that's quite enough poo-poo welding for one day. It's time to go in and have some dinner. I'm working tomorrow, then the day after I've got the hairdressers, but not until 3 o'clock. So I hope to do a few more patches before I go to the hairdressers. Anyway, thanks for watching. Bye! Thank you to everyone who commented penguin in the last video. It was a good bit of fun. I'll do another one next time.